Have you ever woken up from a dream so vivid, so real, that for a moment you weren't sure if you were truly awake? What if I told you that this moment, right now, as you listen to my voice, is not real? The ancient mystics knew it. Quantum physicists suspect it. And somewhere deep inside your consciousness, you've felt it too. The universe is sending you messages, everywhere, all the time, but you've been trained not to see them. Today, we peel back the veil between worlds. What if everything you thought was real is just an illusion? Welcome, seekers of truth. I'm your name, and you've just stepped through a doorway that few have the courage to enter. The question that has haunted humanity since the dawn of consciousness: is reality real? From Plato's cave to the Matrix, from the Vedic concept of Maya to quantum superposition theory, the greatest minds throughout history have questioned the nature of our reality. And today we're going to explore why they might be right to do so. But this isn't just philosophical musing. This is about the cryptic messages the universe is constantly sending you. Messages that could transform your understanding of existence itself. Every synchronicity, every déjà vu, every strange coincidence that makes your skin tingle, these are not random. They are the fabric of reality thinning, revealing glimpses of what lies beyond. By the end of this journey, you will never see your world the same way again, and you might just begin to decode the messages that have been waiting for you all along. In the 4th century BCE, the Chinese philosopher Zhuangzi wrote about dreaming he was a butterfly. Upon waking, he wondered, am I a man who dreamed of being a butterfly, or a butterfly now dreaming I am a man? This isn't just poetic philosophy. It's a fundamental question about consciousness itself. Your brain right now is creating reality from electrical signals. Everything you see, hear, touch, it's all just your brain's interpretation of energy patterns. What we call reality is simply the most consistent dream we all seem to be having together. But what happens when that consensus breaks down? Hallucinations, visions, mystical experiences. These aren't malfunctions of consciousness. They're glimpses through the cracks of our constructed reality. The shamans knew this. The mystics knew this. The prophets and seers throughout history accessed these alternate states not as escapes from reality, but as passages to deeper truths. And the universe leaves clues everywhere, waiting for you to notice. Science has caught up to what mystics have known for millennia. At the quantum level, reality behaves nothing like we expect. Particles exist as probabilities until observed. The act of observation itself shapes reality. Think about that. Consciousness doesn't just perceive reality, it participates in creating it. In quantum mechanics, something can be two contradictory things at once. Life and death. Here and there. Now and then. The boundaries we thought were solid are actually fluid. And then there's quantum entanglement, what Einstein called spooky action at a distance. Two particles, once connected, remain instantaneously linked across any distance. Change one, the other changes, faster than light could travel between them. What does this mean? It means everything in the universe that has ever interacted remains connected in ways that transcend space and time. We are all entangled in a cosmic web of consciousness. The ancients depicted these patterns in their sacred art and architecture. They knew intuitively what science is only beginning to measure. The messages are encoded in the very structure of reality itself. Have you ever looked at a clock and seen repeating numbers? 11:11, 3:33, 4:44. You're not alone. Millions report this phenomenon. Conventional psychology calls this confirmation bias or selective attention. But what if it's something more? What if it's reality itself trying to get your attention? Carl Jung coined the term synchronicity to describe meaningful coincidences that cannot be explained by cause and effect. He believed they revealed an underlying pattern, a framework of reality beyond the physical. These are not accidents, they are messages, breadcrumbs leading you to awakening. That person you were just thinking about who suddenly calls. The book that falls open to exactly the page you needed to read. The stranger who says exactly what your departed loved one would have said. These are moments when the fabric of the dream thins, when your consciousness brushes against the greater consciousness that contains us all. And once you begin to notice these patterns, they multiply. The universe speaks more clearly to those who are listening. So how do you begin to decode these messages? How do you read the language of a universe that might be dreaming you? First, you must quiet the noise. Meditation isn't just a wellness practice. It's a technology for tuning your consciousness to frequencies beyond the ordinary. Begin documenting your synchronicities, the patterns that repeat in your life, the numbers, symbols, animals, or themes that appear when meaningful events occur. Practice presence. The messages don't arrive when you're lost in thought about yesterday or tomorrow. They appear in the eternal now, the only moment that truly exists. Pay attention to your dreams. The boundaries between waking and dreaming states are not as solid as they appear. Dreams may be visits to alternate realities or messages from your higher self. Question everything. The ordinary is extraordinary when viewed through awakened eyes. A feather on your path, a song on the radio, a chance encounter, all potential communiques from beyond the veil. And most importantly, trust your intuition. That subtle knowing that defies logical explanation is your direct line to the consciousness behind the dream. Because once you begin to see the patterns, once you accept that reality might be more fluid than solid, doorways begin to open. Now I want to hear from you. What messages has the universe been sending you? What synchronicities have appeared in your life that defied explanation? Share your experiences in the comments below. The patterns that emerge might not just be meaningful to you. They could be part of a larger tapestry we're all weaving together. And if you've never noticed these patterns before, I challenge you to spend the next 24 hours in heightened awareness. Look for the signs. They've been waiting for you to notice them. Connect with our community of seekers on Instagram and Twitter. The collective evidence we're gathering is becoming impossible to ignore. Whether reality is a dream, a simulation, or something even more extraordinary doesn't actually matter in the end. What matters is how you engage with it. The question isn't just, is reality an illusion? But how does knowing this transform how you live within it? When you recognize that you are both the dreamer and the dreamed, both the observer and the observed, something profound shifts. You are not just in the universe. The universe is in you. Every star, every atom, every possibility exists within your consciousness. If you want to go deeper into these mysteries, sign up for our weekly newsletter, Beyond the Veil. Each issue contains practices, insights, and cutting-edge research at the intersection of ancient wisdom and quantum reality. Remember, reality isn't happening to you. It's happening through you. Wake up within the dream. The universe is always speaking. Are you listening?